I heard this story from my grandmother. Here are her words. A lonely woman of about 65 to 70 lived in our village. Everyone thought she was a witch. She was unsociable, didn't communicate with anyone. Her house was at the end of the village. People tried to avoid that house, didn't want to catch the eye of this witch. I was about 15 then, and my friends and I decided to climb into her garden and steal apples. We were reluctant to believe that she was a witch. But, as they say, you won't believe it until you see it yourself. And we, naive and stupid, climbed over her fence and started picking apples and putting them in our pockets. The witch came out onto the porch and started yelling at us. We didn't understand what exactly, but we were very scared. When we had already thrown down the apples and were running back, we heard her yelling something after us. We ran to our street. None of us told our parents anything, because we knew that we would be scolded severely, because we were forbidden to approach her house. We forgot everything until the evening, continued to play. Then it began to get dark, and we all went home. I went to bed, when I felt that my hands began to swell. As it turned out later, not only my hands, but my whole body. I was seriously scared, and I was afraid to tell my parents that we had climbed into the witch's garden. Somehow I still fell asleep. In the morning I woke up because my whole body hurt and ached terribly. I tried to open my eyes, but I couldn't. My whole face was swollen, I couldn't even open my eyes. I got scared, jumped out of bed, ran to my mother in the kitchen. Mom, seeing me, almost dropped the saucepan on the floor. She began to examine me. My whole body was very swollen and ached terribly. She started asking me what I was doing on the street yesterday. And I confessed everything to her through my tears. She didn't scold me, because she was very scared herself. She asked who I went there with yesterday. I named all the kids I was with. Mom, dropping everything, ran to the parents of the children whose names I named. As it turned out, the same thing happened to all the kids as to me. Our mothers, at their own risk, decided to get together and go to that witch to apologize for us. They collected everything they could for her, some eggs, some milk, some vegetables. They came, apologized, said that the children were small, still stupid, did not understand anything. After that, the swelling began to go down for all of us, and by evening we were happily frolicking on the street again. And we were afraid to even think about that witch. They also said that that witch turned into a huge pig at night and ran around the yards. A few years later, the witch died, and the whole village breathed a sigh of relief. And her house still stands there, all rotten and slanted, a quarter of it sunk into the ground, but people still avoid it.